focused on the lines and you just drill until hopefully you don't insult an entire culture by
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for a movie scene in Sweden.
hi Jonathan. Colin,
Hi, Colin.
how are you?
It's an honor to be able to speak with you. I've been a big fan ever since The Lobster.
Oh, thanks, man.
So
It's an
yeah,
honor to speak to you too.
well, thank you.
Oh, for
So
sure it is.
I actually watched the entire season of Sugar
Oh, did you?
in
What's it
one.
like?
Yeah, I saw it in one day because I just couldn't stop, and then I like felt like I wanted to go back and watch it again and to see the breadcrumbs to solve the case.
Right.
I'll leave it at that. So I'm really happy that this is coming out and it's really different. So I
Thanks,
was
man.
wondering what kind of brought you to this project because there's so much greatness here to be found.
Thanks for taking the time to watch all 8 episodes. I just I was just really charmed by it more than anything. I just, it's obviously the film has leanings into the noir genre and the character at its center, Sugar, is a private detective, and I knew the music was going to have a kind of a sensibility and a feel of that kind of world of mystery and of ill-fated events happening, whether you've met them yet in the story or you know they're coming around the corner. Um, but it was a character unlike your quintessential detective at the center of a genre of a noir piece. It was a character who was incredibly uncynical, unjaded, even though he had seen more of a lot of the more violent aspects of the human condition. And even though he had been exposed to greed and human trafficking, there was this kind of light within him that was something that just had him continually inhabit this belief in the good of human beings. And I found that
Yeah.
that was just a really lovely, a really sweet counterpoint to what he was actually existing in and what he was observing. And I didn't understand it myself. I didn't understand where it came from or how he could be filled with such hope or such tenderness or such kindness and decency living in the world that he lives in. And the fact that Los Angeles was such a significant character in this piece as well, I thought it was painted beautifully. And then I knew Fernando Morales was going to be part of it and direct it. And then I was, 100% on board.
Yeah, sold.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned the music, and I think that within the first 10 seconds of watching the show, I felt like, oh, I'm going to like this. I didn't know I was going to love it, but it really sets the mood like that.
For sure.
Uh, yeah.
Cool.
You do have some scenes in foreign languages as well. I wanted to ask about how hard those scenes were compared to that there is some action going on as well, and I know you're well versed in that from before, but from from my ear, it sounded really great.
Oh, thanks, man. He's obviously a polyglot and um well versed in the vernaculars and the grammar of many languages, many more than we explored in the show. I think I speak a little German, I speak a little Japanese in the show, a little Spanish. It was good. I had enormous support. You always, as an actor, they bring in people, and I had a great support for the bits of dialogue. And because we only had a certain amount of time and a certain amount of dialogue, we focused on the lines and you just drill until hopefully you don't insult an entire culture by,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll see if there is a bit of Swedish in a
Yeah,
potential
yeah,
season
yeah,
two,
yeah.
maybe. Yeah. As I said, I really love this show. I'm also really looking forward to the first season of that
Oh,
show coming up.
El
So
Penguino. Oh,
exactly. I
good
heard
old
that you
Oswald.
wrapped filming on that. So I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward to that. Is there anything you can say about this guy?
Just we wrapped it, man. We did it, stuck a fork in it 2 weeks ago. And it was a long and really wonderful experience. And it's dark. That's what I could tell you about it. It's really dark and really heavy. I think certainly was doing it, which is not to say I didn't have fun. I had an amazing time, but it's incredibly violent. Yeah, it's just it's one man's rise to what he's always dreamed of inhabiting, which is a certain power or social status. And you know, the death of Carmine Falcone at the end of the film leaves this vacuum in Gotham to be filled. And so there are various people that are grabbing for that power, and this is
Yeah.
Oswald's journey trying to rise to the top through extraordinary obstacles. And it's super dark. Lauren LaFranc wrote a really twisted 8 hours of television.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll just have to keep watching Sugar on repeat until that drops as well.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for taking the time to
All
speak
the
with
best.
me, and
Thanks for
best of
taking
luck
the
with the
time.
premiere.
Thank you, man. All the best.